The Bible says all the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court who is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. Esther was in a terrible situation, as her people, the Jews, are going to be slaughtered by Haman and his evil devices. And Mordecai implores Esther to speak to the king, but Esther confesses, I can't just go into the king unless I've been called. I can't just approach with my petition unless he holds out my golden scepter. If I come when I have not been called, I could be put to death. That is the truth in the Old Testament economy. The Lord even told the high priest Aaron, come not at all times into the holy place. Even Aaron the high priest couldn't just walk into the presence of God whenever he wanted. He couldn't just come to that throne whenever he chose to, whenever he needed to. Only he could come once a year and not without blood, or else he died. Dear Christian, what a privilege you have. What access you have today. What a blessing today that you can come at all times. What a blessing that you don't have to wait for the golden scepter to be extended to you, but you can come boldly unto the throne of grace because Jesus Christ's arms were extended on the cross to rip that veil open from the top to the bottom, that you may approach unto a holy God. Oh yes, dear saint, you have such access that you can come at all times unto the Lord, morning, noon, night, wherever you are, whenever you need. The Bible says you are called by his name, and you are called to enter into his presence, and you can come before his throne of grace to obtain mercy and find grace to help in your time of need. You don't have to approach with fear. You don't have to approach with trembling. The Bible says you can come boldly. So why don't you come today? Why don't you pour out your petition today and see the King's favor extended to you because of Jesus Christ?